Hey, how you doing? This is the part 2 of the Mitsubishi Galant, trying to replace the starter against the 2.4 16-valve Mitsubishi Galant. The parts can be same motor from Mitsubishi Galant 99 to 2003, but this is a 2001. In my part 1 video, I show you how to take it off. Now I'm going to put it back in. I already had it. This is the new one. I'll show you. This is the new starter. I just got it from the auto parts. It's very new. It's a little antifreeze because I had to take the hose out of here. So just a little dripping of water from the top of the hose. So I'm going to put it back in. You got to come back to the back. Just put it back in there. Put it back. There you go. I put the screws previously in there just to help me with a little bit of time because it's a time-consuming video. I want to make sure everything, we can do this. Don't take too much time. There you go. This is the screws you can need. This is a 14. You see the screws right here. That's one, and there's one in the bottom over there. You can see it. This is a. You need a 14mm wrench to do this. This is a 14mm screw. I'm trying to just screw it back in there. It's gonna take some time. At least hold it a little bit. It's kind of like a bad part to work, man, because it's like, look, it's a lot of things in the way. I had to kind of put like a little strap in there to help me move the hose to the side in the meantime while I'm working on it. So that's that. I did put that one on just a little bit in, so I'm working in the bottom one just to add a little tip in, so then I can start tightening out much as I can. But working on the bottom right now, trying to put it in much as I can with my hand, to make it work a little bit. There you go. Same thing with the top one, trying to put it as much as I can with my hand. It gets a little slippery because I got a little antifreeze in there. But now I'm gonna use a 14mm to tighten it. Remember, you always have to have, your negative off, so it don't cause no damage to the electricity part of the vehicle. Just trying to screw a little bit at a time. It's just gonna take some time. Like I say, this is time consuming, and it just takes some time because of the position of the part where it's at. It's kind of like, wow. But it's very simple. It's not hard. Nothing that you can't do. If you're handy, you can work in the car. It's not that bad. I gotta tighten the bottom one a little bit. So I'm using my socket, 14mm. Gotta come through the back here. Just trying to put it in. It's a little bit. That goes back in. You can see what I'm working on. It's kind of difficult part to work on there, but you gotta find a way. It's always a way to do things. It's gonna take a little bit of time. As I can, a little bit on the top, a little bit at a time. I'm gonna do the bottom. Trying to work it's kind of like the precision is kind of like makes it. I mean, it's not that it's hard. It's just you have to be patient. But it's getting there. just tight as much as you can. They don't have to be super tight, but give it a good tie. There you go. That's the top. Finish with the bottom. I hope this video helped you, man, because really, you know, I was looking at videos online to see how to do this, and I kind of didn't find none that good, you know, like it really explained to me how to do it, you know. But I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do one of my own and see how it goes. So far, so good. You know, like everybody else, I'm not a mechanic, but just, you know, have to have the needed tools. Like I say, I'm tying that with a 14-inch millimeter. One more, there you go. Little bit. I'm gonna tie one more. Give a little wool. There you go. See? That's perfect. That's tight enough. Now that's that part. That's the two bolts, the 14mm bolt. Now I'm gonna connect the starter. I'm going to put the electricity part in the plug. If you're looking at in here, what I even so if you can see it through here, where I got my finger here on the bottom, you see that? That's where you got to connect your electricity, and it has like a little plug part inside here where the little plug goes. This black plug that I have in here. This plug. And this is the part that goes connected in there. Okay, let's do it. I dropped the screw on the bottom, but not a big deal. You can get it. I get it in a minute. I'm putting that one back in. You know, you always, when you're working in the car, you always drop things here and there. So let's go and get it look at. There you go. There it is. So I'm gonna try to put it back in there second time. I hope I don't drop it this time. There you go. I don't know if the camera can see me in there. I'm trying to show you as much as I can. You know, it's pretty simple. Takes a little time, but I mean, a little effort. There you go, the plug. You can hear the plug when it snaps in. It's just kind of. There you go. You put that tight. You tight as much as in your hand, as much as you can. There you go, bingo. Then you get you another woodchuck. Alright, drop it again. There you go. I'm gonna get my 12mm wrench and tie the bolt up. Pretty simple. At least I hope so. It's that simple, I got it. Got 12 in there. was strange thing happen. What is going on? Always that little screws that you less suspect, it gives you more work than anything else. It's always like that. But you know what? My previous screw was a 12mm. I think this is a 13mm. Let's see if I'm not mistaken. Damn me. Oh, they changed it. Look at that. It was a 13mm. My previous one was a 12. The new one, I guess, raised to 13mm. So, not a big deal. Just get a 13mm wrench and we tighten it. Much as we can. There you go. That should be more than enough. Put the little cover back on. Now we just clean it up a little bit and see what we got up there. And we're good. We're good in here. We're good in here. Everything seems to be good there. We're gonna have the cover in the back, which is this one. This one is actually has this cover goes back in there. The cover back in there. This little cover goes against the starter. Right here. See, you can see right there, it goes right in there. And that guy, they have this two, that has this two 8mm screws on it. Do one there, just have to put it in here. Just put it in there. This more 8mm. It's in there. Then we have the second one that goes on the bottom. Right here. Then it has a 14-inch bolt that goes on this side that holds that, like I showed you in video number 1. This kind of connects to the block. I tighten it in my hand as much as I can. this side. Go back to this side. You get the big one, the little one, right? Where it goes. Why that one doesn't go on, but let me see. I barely see something there. Yeah, it's kind of hard to work with the, the camera and everything at the same time. But it's just want to have a basic idea. Here you go. It's already there. I'm gonna just tie it up. So bear with me. I'm just gonna tie it as much as I can because I like to leave always things very nice and tight the way they go. So I'm just trying to show you. There you go. Well, number one. Just gonna put it to the side so you guys can see a little better. Always when you put the parts back in there, always takes a little bit more time. Just a little time consuming, because you gotta make things right. Or at least try. Oops. That always happens. That's when you last expect it. But it's part of it. The way you solve things, There you go. Try it one more time. There you go. That should be good. Now we get 14-inch screw that's on the bottom. I gotta tighten it. This part of that cover. I gotta tighten it as much as I can. So always take a little bit of time. We get there. We get in there. All right. Now we're gonna put this cover and the final cover. Remember to put this through there. Sensor. Don't forget, very important. Just got that in my way. Put that in there. That cover gets in there. There you go. It gets in there. That's it. You get your 4 bolts. Get your 4 bolts and put it back on there. That's just the cover for the manifold. Put those 4 back in there. Pretty simple. There you go. There you go. You tie them just enough. So you get your 12 millimeter wrench and you tighten. I got my tools on this side. It's a mess, but there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Alright, now finish all that. Everything is nice and tight here. I'm gonna put this piece back together, which is the hose for the antifreeze topper hose that I took it off to make it things easier on me. So this kind of goes like this. It's nothing to it. Not a big deal thing. It's just go here. Yeah, make sure you get your rack and just give it a little clean up in there. If you need to change your radiator water, probably this is the best time to do it. Yeah, because you're gonna open this. I opened this because I want the job to be a little easier to get in there. That's why I took this. I mean, if you think you don't have to take this off and make it work, hey, that's good. You can do that. So it has another one at the bottom here, which is this is holding this hose right here. Matter of fact, just like that. And this screw that goes in there. It goes in here. Give me 1 second. One goes in there. Kind of hard to line that because the hose it goes through here. It goes in there. There you go. Just tie as much as you can with your hand again. As much as you can here. Then you get your 12mm. Just finish the job and tight it. Yeah. That's it. Make sure this part is really tight because you're dealing with water in here. You want to make sure don't leave a leak in there. So make sure your screws are nice and tight, which I think they are. Give it a little wipe, and, you know. Make sure you connect your. This part goes in here. This is the plug for the sensor, which goes like this. Let's put this water hose first back on. There's the bracket that goes here with this piece. So put the bracket in there. Put that piece back on there. Simple stuff. Getting in there. Now this gets a little tricky. I never get to work with this thing, so I don't know how this. Now you have to screw it in here, I guess. Gets a little tricky in here. This is, I guess, I got it wrong. I got to put it backwards. This goes like this, I think. Not sure. Just, again, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just trying to do a simple, you know, a simple job. You know, I don't think it's that bad to do that type of work. You know, I just got to figure it out here how it goes. I think the way this goes is you kind of like put this inside there, kind of like this. Let me figure it out. Okay, I think it goes like this. But this got to climb in there somewhere. So again, this is the little things that we slow you down when you're doing things, because like I said, I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a guy that trying to save a buck, a dollar, trying to work on my car myself, which I don't think is that bad idea if you got a little tools and you got a little skill. Some things you can do yourself. For that one, number 10. So loosen it up a little bit. Number 10. So I'm gonna loosen up a little bit more. I need to get it. There you go. There you go. Good. Now I need to get it number 10 wrench. I got it on this side one. This is number 10. I got it here. I'm trying to tie it up a little bit with my hammer so I can't get it. I got the help of my son. He's helping early. Look what happened. See what happened? That's gonna happen to you all the time. Another only one. It's just part of I guess with the rookies' mistakes. I'm not like I say, I'm just trying to save me a dollar. Something that I know that was bad, and they told me, the guy in the auto parts told me that it was the starter, and I kind of knew it was the starter because I kind of work on my cars, do simple stuff now and then when I can, save me a dollar, and simple stuff. I don't do nothing major, just starters, alternators, things like that, just basic stuff. Make sure this hose is really nice and tight because this is going to hold water. This is the topper hose, so it's good. I think it's tight enough. We're ready, almost about to test it. We get the plug. We get the plug. This plug it goes through here. This one, make sure it gets in there. Just want to make sure you put it in the place where it's not going to get any heat because you don't want to melt it. So we're gonna put it like this. This is the way it goes. It goes ready to go. And then this one, the plug goes like this. This is for you. Again, this is for your sensor, oxy sensor. Okay, I'm kind of like, I think I got everything hooked up. Probably gonna need a little antifreeze because I think I lose a little antifreeze. So I'm gonna put it on while I'm. See if I'm going to start the car. Well, remember, when we started the job, we unplugged the negative. So make sure you put it back in. The car will start. So there you go. I'm gonna plug my negative. It's right here. I'm gonna put it back in there. Back in there. Ready. And I'm gonna tie it. The arm off. Oh, this is not nice. This is the tank button. I hope this video helps you, man, because I'm trying to show as much as I can. Just leave me a message, leave me a comment, if you really use this. I mean, I'll try to make it as simple as I can. Like I say again, I'm not a mechanic. I'm not a guy that that works in the cars, but all the time, and I got my own personal job. But that's what it is. We change it. Remember, we take this. Very simple. You take these pieces off. This plastic piece, this metal piece. There's another metal piece on the bottom of the manifold that you got to take off, and then you get 2 screws with the alternator, and the starter, and the back screw. That's all it to it. That's all it is. And just get around there, and try to work in here because this is kind of like to get the screws for the starter. It's kind of difficult, but there's nothing to it. You can get it. I hope this video helped you guys, and you have a great day. Thank you, and leave me a comment for this video. Thank you.